How's it going, guys? Cody, guys, back again, dropping out another video. Right, guys, over my shoulder there, you can see a shitload of green boxes. It's the Duo Sun, the black soap that I swear by, guys. Came across it in prison. Smells absolutely gorgeous, made of all natural ingredients and stuff like that. Swear by them. For those that don't know why I've got them, it's not just for me. I'm running a competition on my channel. It's a pound Swenter. If you put £1 in, you'll get one entry. If you put £5 in, you'll get 5 entries. The prize is a signed book signed by Reform Gangster Stephen French. People telling me to sign it. I'm nobody, but if you want me to sign it, I will. Donald McIntyre, who's the investigative journalist and stuff. I want to throw in, obviously, quite a few of the black soaps and stuff for the winners. Yeah, man, a signed DVD, which is a Faces DVD from, which is one of the episodes is Liverpool that Frenchie was on. He's going to sign that. Going to get Donald McIntyre to sign it as well. Again, black soap and stuff. If you're interested in entering that, I'll put a link in the description below for my PayPal. If you want to donate and everything. Anyway, guys, let's jump into the vlogs. This is the Daily Mirror, guys. Right, it's about Curtis Cocky Warren. He's currently in prison. The headline reads: Gangster Curtis Warren, who built up a £300 million drug empire and made the Sunday Times rich list, now survives on £20 a week. Exclusive: Curtis Cocky Warren struggles to afford deodorant and other basic items. A gangster who built up a £300 million drugs empire is reduced to surviving on £20 a week in prison. Curtis Cocky Warren struggles to afford deodorant and other basic items. It's a far cry from the days when he boasted of making up to £15 million in a week. Jail bosses have allowed the Liverpool-born former kingpin to keep a maximum of £20 a week of his earnings from prison jobs. The rest goes to pay off his massive crime bill after a judge ordered him to pay back over £198 million or face another 10 years behind bars. That's called a Proceeds of Crime Act order, POCA. A pal said it's left him with nothing. He can't even afford basic toiletries. All his money is spent phoning his lawyers in Jersey, and sometimes he doesn't even have enough to do that. But police believe he has millions stashed away for when he is eventually released. In his heyday, Warren's cocky attitude made him a perverse celebrity in Liverpool, with his face appearing on t-shirts. The barrel-chested fitness freak left school with no qualifications and was a bouncer before building one of the world's biggest trafficking rings. After a 5-year sentence for armed robbery, he hit the big time by teaming up with a Colombian to set up an efficient cocaine supply in the UK. He was arrested in 1992 but acquitted during his trial because of a lack of evidence, earning him the nickname the Teflon Gangster. It was claimed he sneered at police as he left the courtroom with the arrogant tone, "I'm off to spend my money." Warren became the only drug baron on the Sunday Times rich list and was named as Interpol's Target 1, making him the most wanted international criminal. He moved to Holland, but Dutch police tapped his phones, and he was jailed for 12 years in 1997 for importing cocaine and cannabis worth 125 million into Britain. Dutch police couldn't understand his Scouse accent, so they brought in British police to translate. In jail, he boosted his tough reputation by beating to death a Turk who was doing 20 years for murder. On his release in 2007, he moved to Jersey but was caught within weeks when cops bugged his hire car. He was caged for 13 years in December 2009 for a plot to smuggle £1 million worth of dope into Jersey, and he's been locked up in La Moya prison on the island ever since. Warren insists he has no money left, but authorities believe he has millions of pounds squirreled away in a murky web of hidden assets around the globe. They claim he's invested £4 million in a Ghanaian gold mine, a Dutch pallet business, Turkish petrol forecourts and a string of European properties. Authorities also suspect he has funds in third-party Swiss bank accounts and will be swimming in cash within days of his eventual release. Judges in Jersey heard how police intercepts of phone calls showed he had invested his millions. They were told the stark fact is that Warren had ways of laundering his assets in ways that are simply untraceable. In one recording, he was heard to say he used a cheap launderer who charged only 1% commission. It was said that on 10 separate occasions between 1991 and 1996, he passed 10 million through his contact, meaning he laundered 100 million. In a rare interview, Warren said in a recording of him boasting how much money he made, he said, merely bragging like an idiot and just big talking. Asked about the 198 million, he insisted there is no money. Last night, Warren's longtime barrister Anthony Barraclough said assertions that Curtis has millions hidden away are pure fantasy. Curtis Warren, guys, that's that.